Welcome back to another instalment of New Zealand's Bird of the Week, where in this video I will be talking about the Chatham Island warbler, small forest birds that are related to grey warblers, but are larger and live exclusively around the Chatham Islands. I hope you enjoy. Chatham Island warblers, also known as Chatham gerygones, are small forest birds that are endemic to the Chatham Islands, being noted by some as being the most common passerine of the Chathams. They are pale with plain orange-brown heads and upperparts, and also having off-white underparts except for their yellowish flanks and undertail, also coming in at lengths of 12 cm and weights of between 8.5 to 10 grams. They are notable in that they differ from the grey warbler, their close relative from the mainland, both in weight and appearance, with them having much more clear sexual dimorphism, with males, females and juveniles all have differing plumages, with males having a prominent white forehead, throat and underparts, with females lacking the white foreheads and overall being more dull grey overall, with juveniles being similar to females, although their upperparts are olive grey and their underparts are yellow, although both adults possess the distinctive red eyes that are also found on the mainland grey warbler. While still being quite small birds, being half the weight of a sparrow, they are giants compared to others of their kinds, with the gerygones in the family Acanthisidae, with the largest being nearly twice the size of the rest of the genus, likely down to the lack of competition they face on their smaller island habitats, with the name gerygone meaning born of sound in Greek from gerygogos. The call of the Chatham Island warbler is delicate and intricate, with the birdsong being said to be similar to that heard from grey warblers that haven't graduated into full song, with initial phases of 4 notes reoccurring throughout the tune, with this distinctive call being said to have been used by Maori to act as a reminder for when the time came to plant their crops. They feed mainly by gleaning invertebrates from leaves and from in crevices in trunks and branches, as well as foraging amongst leaf litter, with them, unlike the grey warblers, not hovering to collect insects, as they are not particularly strong flyers. Birds are widespread and locally common in forests in the southern half of Chatham Island, also being abundant in all the other islands in the group. They are solitary nesters, with defined territories being defended against conspecifics, with males mainly taking up this role, while females tend to nesting, hence being socially monogamous, with males chasing off rivals for many metres, although disputes never result in contact. Breeding territories are known to be defended for up to 3 years in a row, with them averaging around September through January. Nests are produced by a variety of resources, with the location of said nests varying depending on the environment, with nests on the larger islands tending to hang out in the open, while nests on smaller ones are located in dense foliage, perhaps to protect them from petrels landing at night after a day of fishing. Both parents feed their brood of 2 to 4 hatchlings, with their breeding success rates being an excellent 87%, far higher than the mainland grey warbler, which sees only 38%, likely down to less parasitism from the shining cuckoo, which are rarer in the Chatham Island group, and overall less predation from introduced predators, as many of the islands on where they live have none. They are also notable for being utilised as foster parents in the early days of the Black Robin Recovery Programme, which has resulted in some information in their breeding ecology becoming better known. While thriving in predator-free habitats, birds are still absent from the northern parts of Chatham Island, a large amount of their original range, which is down to the habitat loss brought on by many instances of human arrival, degradation of the understory in remaining forests, as well as their predation by cats and rats, having died out in this region sometime in the early 1900s. Their population is estimated to be around 5,000 birds, and although thought overall to be decreasing, their population numbers still place them as least concern by the IUCN, and are thought to be overall on the path to recovery, with plans to restore the northern sites of Chatham Island through fencing, reforestation and pest control being proven effective in many areas. Their conservation is even more important when considering that they do not seem to inhabit modified areas to the extent of their mainland relatives, and also that they may in fact be more distinct from them than we initially thought, with some suggesting that Chatham Island warblers are actually, instead of being a derivative of the modern grey warblers, are instead the result of an early arrival by a warbler species that has since become extinct on the mainland due to the apparent differences mentioned, although genetic work needs to be done to better assess this idea and its validity. And with that, I thank you for watching this instalment of New Zealand Bird of the Week. For next time, you are now able to vote for the black shag, large water birds that's like many of their kind, face persecution by fishers due to their supposed competition over trout, something that has made them more wary of people in turn. And with that, I'll see you next time, whenever that may be.